Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Evening. So, karong gabi, pag-usapan natin ang ethical principles of research. So, bakit pa importante yung ethical principles in research? Dahil ang research kasi, ang output ng research can either do good or harm depende sa paggamit natin sa ating mga principles, pag-apply natin ng different principles of research. So ano ang pinakaunang principle, ethical principle of research? Pinakauna na principle na ethical principles of research is honesty. The importance of honesty. Honesty means that you have to be honest. You have to tell, the audience, paano mo kinundak yung research. You have to be honest in reporting your data, results, the methods and procedures, and publication status. Do not fabricate, falsify, or misinterpret the data. Do not deceive your colleagues, your research sponsors, or the public. So napaka-importante that we have to be honest in our presentation of our research findings. Number 2 is objectivity. We have to strive to avoid bias in experimental design, data analysis, data interpretation, peer review, personal decisions, grant writing, expert testimony, and other aspects of research where objectivity is expected or required. Avoid to minimize bias or self-deception. Disclose personal or financial interests that may affect the research. So, importante masyado yung ating objectivity. Number 3 is integrity. Keep your promises and agreements. Act with sincerity and strive for consistency of thought and action. Especially sa ating mga respondents, kailangan natin ang integrity. When you promise something, you have to fulfill that particular promise. And you have to show that you are a very sincere person or individual who can be relied upon with what you say, the words that you say can be relied upon. Kumbaga may palabra di honor ka. Next is carefulness. Avoid careless errors and negligence. Carefully and critically examine your own work and the work of your peers. Keep good records of research activities, such as data collection, research design, and correspondence with agencies or journals. If you want, you can keep a notebook and journals to record the activities that you have done in the conduct of the research. So pakita natin that we are careful in conducting the research. Next is openness. Share your data, the results, the ideas, the tools, the resources. Be open to criticism and new ideas. Kumbaga, huwag ka matakot na magkamali. And you have to learn to accept kung may mga bagong suggestions to improve your research. Transparency is the disclosure of methods, materials, assumptions, analysis, and other information needed to evaluate your research. So itong transparency na ito, mahalaga ito para makita ng mga members ng panel kung paano mo kinuha yung data, ano yung mga materials na ginamit mo, paano mo analyze and other information needed to evaluate your research. Okay, next is accountability. Take responsibility for your part in the research and be prepared to give an account or an explanation or justification of what you did on a research project and why. So you have to learn to take responsibility. Huwag nating isisi sa iba kung meron na tayong pagkakamali sa pag-conduct natin ng ating research. Next is intellectual property. You have to honor patents, copyrights, and other forms of intellectual property. Do not use unpublished data, methods, or results without permission, and give proper acknowledgement of credit for all contributions to research. Never plagiarize. Iwasan natin yung pag-plagiarize ng trabaho ng iba. In fact, plagiarism is a serious offense and could lead to the withdrawal of your degree if proven that you have plagiarized some portions of your research. Next is confidentiality. You have to protect confidential communications, interviewees, interview transcripts, personal records, and other secret or confidential information that you obtain in your research. So napaka-importante ito, no? Yung confidentiality, protecting the respondents in your research. Okay, next is being responsible in your final manuscript. Okay, you are submitting your manuscript to advance research and scholarship, and not to advance just your own career. Okay, so avoid trying to meet the deadlines, to beat deadlines just because you wanted to graduate, because that's very unethical. You have to be responsible. If you say your paper is ready for defense, for publication, then be sure that every precautions, every review, every steps were done to ensure that indeed this paper is properly done based on scientific principles. And also try to be responsible in mentoring. Help to educate, mentor, and advise, okay, your your students. Promote their welfare and allow them to make their own decisions. Ito naman, this is applicable for your advisor. So your advisor should help educate you, mentor you, and advise you. Your advisor should promote your welfare and allow you to make your own decisions based on scientific principles and practices. And then try to respect the members of the panel, respect your colleagues, and treat them fairly. Listen to what they have to say so that you can improve your paper. Then you also have social responsibility in conducting your research. You have to strive to promote social good and prevent or mitigate social harms through research, public education, and advocacy. Eventually, lahat ng mga research natin ay para sa kabutihan ng ating community, ng ating society. So dapat ito ang primary objective natin, to promote social good. Now, another very, very important ethical consideration is non-discrimination. You have to avoid discrimination against colleagues or students on the basis of sex, race, ethnicity, or other factors not related to scientific competence and integrity. So ito, importante ito sa ating interview. Dapat iwasan natin na magiging discriminatory tayo sa ating mga statements. Competence is another ethical standard, which is to maintain and improve your own professional competence and expertise through lifelong education and learning. Take steps to promote competence in science as a whole. No? So pakita mo na you are really a competent person, and that you're treating your research with professionalism. And then you also have to know the legal boundaries of research. Know and obey relevant laws and institutional and governmental policies with regards to research. Diba? Kasi may mga batas rin kasi na puprotekta sa atin, sa ating mga respondents. Example would be the protection of the indigenous people's rights, their customs and traditions ay dapat natin i-consider when we are interviewing them. Okay, if your subject something to do with human subjects, then the human subjects should always be protected. Okay, you have to minimize or avoid any risks that may befall on them in participating in research. You have to maximize the benefits, respect human dignity, privacy, and autonomy, and take special precautions with vulnerable populations, and strive to distribute the benefits and burdens of research fairly. So, these are the ethical principles that we have to consider when you are conducting research. Good day, and I hope may natutunan kayo sa araw na ito. Good day.